That's 7? Okay, man.
Hello, Robert. We've got the full council here now with you. We'll go ahead and get started.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Hello, I'm going to call, this is 7 o'clock. I'm going to call the meeting of the Middleton Common Council for Tuesday, October 3rd, 2017 to order. And the first item is the roll call.
Olson? Here. Sullivan?
Here.
Petrick? Here. Ramsey?
Here.
Bouchard? Here. Teal?
Here.
West? Present. And Burke?
Here.
All present.
Well, the first item on the agenda is the comments from the citizen present and limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Anybody who wants to speak? Latoya, you want to say anything?
I don't know. I guess I forgot to move that. That's okay.
Mayor, we might want to move that till after the closed session.
Move it on to
Most
the
people
closed session?
would be here at
Okay.
7:30.
Okay, all right, we will move it then after the closed session then. So the next item is convening the closed session. I need
Actually, you know what? If she's here, why don't we just dispense with her topic first so she can leave?
I think Bill's handling it. It's about an insurance claim.
Right, but it's an item on the agenda.
No, that's
No.
not
No. This is one that we already approved as a payment.
Okay.
We paid her, but her insurance company is compensating her, so she's returning the money. That's it.
All right, never mind.
So, but let's, Latoya. So we want to recognize Latoya here. She had an insurance claim against the city, and now her insurance is paying for it, and she's bringing that check back to the city. So let's give her a big hand. This is really a short thing, great job. All right. So now I need a motion to get into a closed session.
So second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? So we are in closed session now.
That's on the one for inside the house.
Okay, so the first item on the agenda is the approval of the consent agenda.
Actually, we need to take off the audit of the bills.
Oh, that's.
Oh, actually, no, we don't. It says recommended. Never mind.
Okay, so the motion and the second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? So the motion passes. We are on to the old business. The direction concerning purchase of potential downtown plaza properties from P-Wall Properties.
I'll make a motion that we direct city administrator to continue negotiating.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? So the motion passes.
Mayor,
Yes.
you skipped over comments from citizens present.
Yeah, we already did that to begin with.
Well, there's other citizens that might
Oh,
be
okay.
interested who weren't
Okay,
here
all
at
right,
7
we go
o'clock.
back to the comment from the citizen present. Anybody wants to make any comment, please? Yes, Spencer.
Hello guys, I'm Spencer Schumacher, 3809 Lexington Drive, Middleton. I'm here, I'm the chair of the Middleton Sustainability Committee. I'm here just to speak on behalf of the committee tonight. We have requested a staff person for sustainability in the city of Middleton. And I know it's going to be deliberated on the budget in the upcoming months here. But I wanted to touch base and let you guys know of City of Milwaukee has created a position, it was a full-time position for sustainability, and since then I believe they've hired 5 people underneath him. He is more, I met him at a conference, he has told me more than paid for his position and all the grants and everything that he has gotten for the city. This is just my plug to say, I hope you consider it, I hope it'll pay for itself. A few of the items that he has talked about, he's secured competitive over $12.3 million in competitive grants from the U.S. Department of Energy that generated $24 million in residential and commercial energy efficiency retrofits in 1,294 houses in 130 commercial properties. He helped get involved in an award for a $750,000 grant from the Department of Energy for retrofitting commercial buildings. They helped in the electric rate case, which saved the city of, or saved Wisconsin $1.2 million, and Milwaukee specifically $700,000 annually. There's a lot of financial benefits that can happen from having somebody who's focused on sustainability. I know here what we've done with our city staff, and we've saved a lot of money. There's a lot to be had. Plus, there's additional things that we can't even begin to think about. All the PACE financing. They've done 8 projects in Milwaukee that financed $13 million of projects. It's another situation like TIF funding. I mean, it's different than TIF, but it's another tool that can be used. It's just been opened up to Dane County and Middleton. And on top of this, if you go onto Milwaukee's websites, you can see all the newsletters, and they're touting everything that they've accomplished. I've been saying for a while here that we need to stand up and say more what we're doing, because we had the citizens vote 70%, 80% in favor of being a sustainable leader, and I just want to make sure that we have the people in place to do it. So thank you guys for listening to me tonight.
Thank you, Councilor. Anyone else who wants to speak? Anyone else who wants to speak? All right, I'm going to close the public comments section of the meeting, and we're going to go to the second item on the old business, which is the polling place assignments. Well, Lori, you want to, all right, go ahead.
Well, Lori, thank you so much for being so patient with us. I really like the proposal that Kathy recommended, and I don't know if we can, if you just want feedback or if that's an action item we could take. But if so, I'd like to move Kathy's recommendation.
Need a second.
Second.
Discussion.
Did you talk to the school district about gymnasium, or did you look at it?
Yep, I did.
And?
Yeah, I mean, there could be some bottlenecking in the parking lot with people coming in and out if the parking lot was full. But
They told us they would move cars out on election day, right?
they didn't really say, because we were, at that point, we were focused at Comrie, looking at Comrie, so we didn't really talk about that. So maybe their staff could park, on the streets on election day. I'm sure they would.
So you could work out those details.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a nice thing.
It might be a comment that George made to me, but I think the intent was that to get their employees to park on the street during election day, so it'd be more accessible for voters. And I'll follow up with them on that.
Yes, Howard.
Remember, they have a parking system over at the high school, parking permit system for students and staff and everything like that. And I think all you need to do is work with the police chief and have them not enforce that on the day of an election.
Well, this would be a
People
good.
can park anywhere they want.
Oh,
This is
this
district
would be at the
administrative
district.
service center.
So you can park on
Same thing.
Well, I think there is street parking there.
Yeah, we don't have any restrictions there.
But that's a good idea,
There's
yes.
probably, what, 35, 40?
No, I counted like 50,
Okay.
The DA's
not including their 4 visitors and the
Yeah.
handicaps.
Yes, I
If you shove all their employees out off the parking lot out on the street, then you've got an issue.
Right.
How did you prefer this one to Susan's last recommendation, because that moves 3 and 4 to St. Bernard's?
Well, Kathy's has 3 and 4 at St. Bernard, right? That one.
Yes, that's Kathy's. West keeps,
Yeah. That's exactly what.
Any more questions?
No, you wouldn't want to move everybody as an option 4?
No.
No.
Since Kathy's name is on 2 options, are you
Oh,
saying option 2 or 5?
Well, 5 was just Ashbury. Yes.
yeah, so I was the original
Sorry.
Ash.
Yeah.
Okay, so option 2.
Yeah.
Not the Asbury.
And that's to make sure that people around St. Bernard's actually vote to St. Bernard.
And that would be the same as District 1 and 2, we would vote on this side of the university without having to cross over.
Okay, then for the public's benefit, who might watch the video later on, that option number 2 would put districts number 1 and 2 at St. Luke's, numbers 3 and 4 at St. Bernard's, numbers 5 and 6 at the police courthouse, and numbers 7 and 8 at the District Services Center on South Avenue. That would be the new location. There would be 6 districts affected by the move.
Yeah. But 7 and 8 was going to be affected. They were going to have to travel regardless, right?
Correct.
Well, they were at St. Luke's before, so 3 and 4 would have had to move regardless.
3 and 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's happy with option 2? Any more questions? Robert, do you have any questions?
No, option 2 is one that I like.
Okay. Well, if there are no more questions, I will call the question. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Aye.
All right, so the motion passes. Now we are on to the agreements.
By the way, for the public watching, Robert Burke is on the phone. I don't think we mentioned that before, representing District 2. And he can vote on items as long as there's a physical quorum present, and we have a physical quorum present.
That's true.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Larry. I appreciate your confirmation.
Okay, so the next item on the agenda is the agreements. Agreement with the payroll company.
Move approval is recommended by finance.
Second.
Any questions? Any discussion? If there are no questions and no discussion, I call the question. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? So the motion passes, including Roberts. Yes. The next one is the construction contract with Nelson and Sons Excavating for Wood Creek Stormwater Management Project.
Move approval is recommended by finance, subject to the city attorney's final review.
Any questions, any discussion? It's much lower than what we were projecting in terms of cost, so.
And the count, I know, I wasn't here for finance, but finance understands that the information that came in just late this afternoon on what the costs are actually going to be and the errors that we're debating.
They were.
We didn't get into the details. I just told them there were things that you needed to address with the bid bond
Okay,
and some of the language.
very good.
So
But
that's
the
why-
number didn't change, so 55,000.
Actually, it did change. It
Last
went
email from
down.
Gary said 55.
Let's see about it.
No, it's 53,045.20.
Okay, so it's a little bit less, so that's all
Yeah.
right, so.
It's less.
Okay, so I guess
So that's what
everybody,
the approval amount should be.
everybody's happy with
I
it.
have a question.
Go ahead.
On page B5, the bid, number 11 is written not in contract and NA. Is this a requirement of the bid? And
We
That was one
have,
of the things, the detail to be worked out.
we actually have subsequently gotten there are a number of things that were listed as NA, and we got confirmation that all those things are fine. There is a bid bond now. It's all been furnished, so I think this is basically, there's a little technical flaw in the contract, the same as in previous ones, on how the bill is identified in them, but it's going to be fine. City's going to save a little money.
thank you.
Larry, I think Gary sent an email subsequent to the 53 that stated the correct number was 55,852 like we have on the agenda. So
Whatever the
if
facts
the council
really
could
are.
authorize up to that amount,
Yeah,
we'll
that'd be
clarify the dollar figure to make sure that it's correct.
That would be fine.
Okay, so the one who made the motion and who seconded, are you guys happy with that?
Yes.
Okay,
So it's not to exceed the 55.
not to exceed
55,852.
Okay, if there are no more questions, I will call the question. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? So the motion passes, including Robert. So the next one is the development agreement for tax incremental finance district 3 assistance for the Cascade Development LLC for Holiday Inn Express Development on 8353 Murphy Drive.
Move approval is recommended by finance.
Any questions or discussion? Yes, Elizabeth.
I think we're getting out a lot of TIF these days, but I have to say I like this project. And looking at the Google Maps today, I think this is now it will be the only hotel between us and Cross Plains. There were 2 bed and breakfasts, I will say, I didn't see those on there, but I liked that, so thank you.
Any other question or comments or discussion? Okay, I'm going to call the question. All those in favor of this motion say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? So the motion passes. The next one is the Board of Bid, Court and Professional Services. The first one is the approval of professional services contract with Arlo Eberly for park shelter design. Yes.
I'll move we defer.
Okay.
Second.
Any questions? Any discussion? Any comments? Okay, if there are no questions or comments or discussion, I call the question. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? So the motion to defer passes.
Robert, are you hearing everything okay?
He's not there, it looks like.
Yes, I am, thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Because we're writing you down as 4 on these motions, I just want to make sure you're hearing it.
Yeah, and that last one was a deferral, correct?
Correct. Thanks.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Okay, so the next one is the award of bid to Midwest Irrigation LLC for irrigation water source improvements at Pleasant View Golf Course.
Move approval is recommended by finance.
Second.
Also subject to final city.
Okay, that is approval. Any questions or comments or discussion? Okay, if there are no questions or comments, I'm going to call the question. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Aye.
So the motion for the Midwest irrigation for the
That was in favor, right, Robert?
Yeah, it's favor. I guess it's a
Robert?
Yeah, that's actually the problem with me saying aye, is you guys do it quick by the time I touch the mute button.
Yeah.
That was aye in favor, yes.
Robert's trying to keep the airport noise out of his receiver here, so if you could just be patient.
Yes, I will try to wait a little bit.
Perhaps city council knows out of the airport.
So the next one is the authorization of publication of 2018 budget for all funds subject to the recommendation of the Finance Committee and to set a public hearing on the 2018 budget at a special meeting of the Common Council on November 8th.
I'll move approval.
Second.
Any question, discussion? Okay.
Just to clarify for the newer council members, in the past, we had authorized the publication of the budget with the entire council. Bill's research shows that it's not required by state law, so we wanted to ensure that you're okay, that the Finance Committee actually recommends the publication. It doesn't do anything to defray or diminish the council members' responsibility to vote on the final budget and to make amendments on the final budget, etc. It gives just the Finance Committee the authorization to recommend a publication.
Thank you for that clarification. With that clarification, any other questions?
Yes, I
Heather.
had a question on this, just to double check, this is just for a hearing, we would not be taking any action on that special meeting of the Common Council on this.
Correct. The final action is scheduled for November 15th. So that gives the public, or gives the council a week in between to consider arguments on various issues that you might hear about at the public hearing on November 8th.
So, is it the 15th or the 14th?
What we planned was a special council meeting on the 15th for consideration of the budget adoption. That's what was on the budget schedule.
Okay.
The goal is to get it done before my birthday.
Mhm.
That's just a joke.
It better be done by my birthday.
December, yeah, we're going to have it done before December.
Okay, any more questions? Okay, if there are no more questions, I'm going to call the question. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone-
Aye.
Anyone
That was
opposed?
4.
Yes. Anyone opposed? So the motion passes. The next one is miscellaneous. It is establishing a debt management policy.
Move approval is recommended by finance.
Second.
Any questions?
I have a comment.
Yes, go ahead.
I don't know if I heard anyone say this in finance, but this was really well done. I thought it was well crafted and it really made some great points. Thank you for creating the policy.
Bill does great work, doesn't he? Thank you for noticing and appreciating that.
Any other comments or questions or anything? Okay, if there are no more questions, I'm going to call the question. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Aye.
Yes.
Gotta slow down a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to.
Okay. You want me to grab you?
Yes, yes. Okay. All right, so the motion passes. The next one is the ordinances. First reading, final action may be taken upon approval of motion to suspend rules under section 1.07 Middleton General Ordinances. Ordinance to amend section 27-24 relating to unused sick leave.
I'll move approval as recommended by finance.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Mark, you have something to say?
No.
Well, you did say, but. Okay, any other? Okay, if there are no more questions, I'm going to call the question. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Robert.
Very good. You got it.
Okay, so anyone opposed? So the motion passes. Okay, so the next one is ordinances. Ordinance to amend section 15.044C to create 2-hour parking on Deming Way.
Move approval. Second.
Any,
Is this the first or second reading?
Second.
this is second. Do you want to hear something to say or
Just
not?
No.
This is the area.
Okay, anyone else? Any question? You got Mark something? Anything? Okay, all right. Okay, in that case, I'm going to call the question. All of those in favor say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Okay, so the motion passes. The next one is the ordinance to clarify section 6.05 relating to storage and accumulation of junk.
Move approval.
Second.
Any questions? Any comments? Okay, I'm going to call the question. All of those in favor say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? So the motion passes. The next one is planning, zoning. This is the final plat for the community of Bishop Bay, West Portlands, the Prairie, and the Farm Neighborhoods Phase 5.
I move approval as recommended by finance, or planning commission with the note that all the previous conditions of approval that were placed on the preliminary plat are included.
Okay, second.
Second.
Okay, any question or comments or discussion? This is in the Westport part of the document. Okay, in that case, I'm going to call the question. All of those in favor say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? So the motion passes. So the next one is the recommendations and proposals. Order for sidewalk installation at River Valley Bank, Murphy Drive. You want to say anything, Abby, or?
I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
Okay, need a motion.
I'll move approval.
Second.
Okay, any questions?
I'll
This-
second.
Okay, so there was just a River Valley Bank, and they were supposed to have a sidewalk there, and it isn't. So that's all what it does. So, okay, in that case, I'm going to call the question. All of those in favor say aye.
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 And anyone opposed? Okay, so the motion passes. The resolution 2017-37 to adopt the City of Middleton annex to the Dane County Natural Hazard Mitigation Plan. Please, Chief, for anybody who wants to.
I'm happy to answer any questions, but it's pretty boilerplate.
Okay, need a motion.
Move to approve.
Need a second. Okay, any questions for the chief? He's here, if anybody has any questions. Any comments? Okay, I'm going to call the question. All of those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? So the motion passes. The motion to adjourn. All right. Did I get it?
Who's second?
Okay. Okay.
Who's
we are-
second?
Yes, okay, we are adjourned.